Alright. So alright, where are we? What do we have? What are we missing? Low on oxygen. A little bit. We need some titanium. Alright. So hey guys, I'm hoping this is working this time, but if not, oh well. I'm just gonna keep pushing. So I had a issue, my computer kind of froze up. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties there, and I saved it. Alright, so I'm just gonna give everybody a quick recap. Welcome to my channel. I'm Sensei Mad God. It's awesome to get to play and hang out with you guys. If you I'm new, obviously, my new channel. Just doing this to have some fun for right now. See if anybody's interested in watching me play, hanging out with me. You know, I just love games and just want to play and share that experience with people. I'm playing Planet Crafters, and I had some video recording issues as I got started, so it caused me to lose some of my content. But so we're kind of starting a little ways in, not too far in, but so I'll just give you guys kind of a quick recap what we did. So what I've done is we started on a planet, and we are just kind of like trying to get ourselves set up, right? Like, so it's early days in the planet, in the terraformation process. We're still just getting established. We don't even have a good solid like consistent source for resources yet. Ores, minerals, all the stuff we're going to need to turn this into a habitable planet yet. But that's the good news. So because we're working on it, right? So what I've been doing here is I randomly landed on the planet. I know if you've played this game before, guys, you probably know you can kind of pick where you get to start, but I just said, you know what, let's just land wherever and we'll work from there. I have played this game only minimally before, just to kind of get familiarize myself with the controls on it. Beyond that, this is my first real playthrough with this, and we're just gonna go with it and see what happens and have some fun and just you know, what happens, guys. I know there is a hardcore mode in this game where if you die you lose the gameplay. I'm not doing that right now. I am not that skilled of a game player, not that skilled at this game yet. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for right now I don't think that's the direction we want to take this. If only because I'd probably die about 1,000 times before I actually got, you know, and it made significant progress, and I'd probably have to start over a couple hundred times at the very minimum. Alright. But the good news is, guys, is like we have gotten some things started here already. We have made some early progress as a part of like working as we got started. So we landed on the other side of that hill over there, more or less, and we kind of wandered over this way, kind of found a resource-rich field here that I decided was a good starting point for us to jump off on our to build an early home base. You know, I don't know that this is going to be where I stay, but the good news here is that we can always pick up base and move later if we need to. That's the good news. So that being said, my goal is to kind of just keep things moving, and one of the things I was doing, I was kind of building a series of outposts headed in that general direction over that way to allow me to not that way, sorry, my bad, probably that way, yeah, that way, out that direction, to try to explore and try to find access areas where I can find other resources that I don't currently have access to. Because what my goal here to do, guys, is that we're trying to establish, get ourselves set up so that we're gonna be successful here with really get the ball rolling on terraforming this planet, really get these numbers pumping. You can see here, like, I just built an upgraded version of the heat of our tier 1 heater. We now are on the tier 2 heater, and I got really lucky. I found a golden chest, guys. I didn't know that was a thing, but I found a golden chest, and in it I found some fabric, some super alloy. Actually, I think the super alloy came from the chest, and some of this aluminum, but I found some of this aluminum also in the canyon I found the chest in. Anyway, so I built an outpost down there and left some of the stuff down there, but I also brought some of it back. So I brought these uranium and iridium rods back, and I think those will be important later on, but for right now we'll just kind of we'll set that stuff aside, and we're gonna see. These seeds are probably going to be useful later on, but for right now, what we want to do, we want to grab some silicone and some ice. We're going to need more ice than we have. I don't see any more in there, I don't think. Some more ice here. Yep. Okay, so we'll pop outside, grab a piece of ice, and then we'll so we're actually just leaving. So I found, in addition to the iridium and uranium rods that we found, we also found ourselves a what am I trying to say? Well, we built another one? Cool. Neat. I thought ahead for once. We also built ourselves a like I said, some outposts that way, but we also found some seeds, right? Some seeds that that gave us an oxygen multiplier, similar to what this does. This one gives us 200%. You can see here, we started the game. We crashed on this planet in our orbital drop pod, as I'm going to call it, with these Lerma seeds. But you can kind of see this Lerma seed doesn't show an oxygen multiplier, whereas this Pastera seed does. It gives us a 200% on our oxygen multiplier. So 200% oxygen multiplier. So that we are at 5.22 parts per quadrillion, I think, is what that is. And that in total we're at 2.58 parts per trillion already. We're at 1.64 in K. I don't know what that is. The metrics of heat, metrics of pressure, measures of pressure, I'd say, in heat and pressure, 628, but you can see here clearly our pressure is lagging behind, 0.24 in PA. So what we probably want to do is we probably want to get some titanium, some iron, and just kind of throw out there, go out here real quick, and I think I built it over here in this low point over here between these two hills, and I'm just gonna throw down another one of these bad boys and hope to gosh that doesn't crash our power grid. 2 an iron, 2 cobalts, and silicone. I do want to, before I start trying to wander back down towards that canyon where I found this other good stuff and continue to explore that direction, is I do want to build some solar panels so we can have a consistent power source. So we have a better power, so we have more power to lean on. I don't want to have to like do some of that stuff like on the fly in the moment. Like that would be unfortunate, I think, personally. So I'm gonna hopefully I can get enough stuff together here to build 1 or 2 solar panels for myself, so that we can take advantage of the opportunity we have here to just kind of like, before we get too far away from home base, for the moment, where we'll we'll set ourselves up with some good power. And just kind of roll with it. Okay, let's sort and see. Let's get some more silicone, titanium, and there's some iron right there. Alright, we're starting to get low on oxygen, so we need to head back. Hopefully we didn't wander too far away, that we can still make it back before we die, because that would be unfortunate. I don't know where it will kick me back to, and that's the problem I'm having, right? Is if it kicks me back somewhere where I don't want to be, I could be miles away from my main base here. I have to walk all the way back and see, because I think what happens when I die is I will drop my inventory, right? And I'll lose all this good stuff that I just got, and I don't want that, because that would be unfortunate. Plus, I'm notorious about it, like finding stuff that I've lost or dropped or left behind because I had to make decisions about inventory management. As a result, unfortunately, I choose not. I choose not. So yeah, we're just gonna throw a couple of these bad boys out there. We actually build a third. Build a third. Let's do that. Might as well. Yeah. We're actually gonna do that. Sweet. So there's that. So where are we at on power? 24.6 kilowatts. We're consuming 11 right now. Oh boy. It's probably mostly this, isn't it? 3 kilowatts just from that thing alone. How much does this use? 0.5. That uses 1.2, yeah. So it's mainly the heater. It's mainly the heater. And I am kind of wondering though, we have that iridium rod, right? And I assume that's made out, you can probably craft those at some point, right? So I'm wondering if we could deconstruct that somehow and use it to build a whole bunch of these heaters, right? We need to build this progress thing. How do we do that? How do we do that? We need cobalt. Of course we need cobalt. Cobalt is essential. So grab some cobalt, come back up here. Where do we want to stick this bad boy? Probably, can we do it right there? Nope. So let's go over here. Boom. No, wait, what? What? That's not what we wanted. We wanted this right here. Are we nuts? It's the exact same thing, what? Oh, okay. So we need silicone. Duh. Looking at the wrong thing. Goof. Oh, guys. Alright. Sweet. So we are 4.678, 0.689, almost 5, you know what, almost 5% of the way to blue sky. So we're in our terraforming infancy here, guys. What I'm most worried about though is that our food sitch. You know? But what we're gonna do, one of the things we're gonna do, because I don't love the idea of being out there without the food or the water or the O2, is we are gonna carry around an O2, an extra O2 carrier. And the thing is if we accidentally misstep or we fall off we try to jump between things and we fall and we have to walk back or something like that. Hopefully we're in good enough shape to walk back if that happens. What we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the oxygen canister so we hopefully can extend our time before we run out of O2. So we can just you know, it's a little safety measure for right now. For right now, guys. For right now. Not forever. We won't need it forever. But for right now, we're gonna just do what we need to do. We're gonna do what we do. We need all the iron we can get our hands on. And I love the fact that the iron just looks different. Like this one looks a little red to me, but I definitely see some veins earlier that were that had a greenish hue or blue hue. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the iron's different depending on where you look. And that's kind of cool to me. It's like, you know, like no two gemstones are the same, right? I don't think. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but like, I've never seen two gemstones that are perfectly the same. I mean, you can polish them up and make them look similar. I mean, I don't know how closely everybody's ever looked at a diamond before, but me personally, I have. I've kind of stuck my eye on and like kind of looked at my a ring before, and I've been like, oh yeah, I can see the differences between this rock and this rock here. Not those lab-made ones. Those are pretty consistently made. I mean, I'm assuming they still have their differences, but not in the same way that, you know, like a naturally forming diamond does, that you mine out of the ground somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Pop some ox. Keep walking. Because they all have flaws, right? Depending on the circumstances that surrounded them, their formation as they were being made, pressure, the materials that went into them, you know, pressures that went into forming those, you know, every gemstone is different, but the same is true of, you know, minerals. Every vein of iron is going to be a little bit different in composition. And that's kind of one of those things, like, you can, like, if you have somebody who has a lab like that, I think you can look at a mineral. Somebody can look at so there's people out there who can look at a mineral under a microscope, or look at like the composition of materials that form the soil that you can find on the ore, or raw ore, or whatever. I don't know. And they can probably tell you where it came from, right? Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm crazy. Feel free, but I think that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely a thing. Got some water. Do we want to grab an O2 canister for the trip down the canyon? I think we do, just to be safe. Is that a chest? Did I build my thing right next to a chest and not even notice? I did. No, don't do this. Come on. Come on. Walk away. Walk away. Keep walking. Keep walking. There we go. Attaboy. Good boy. There we go. Okay. Better. Better, better, better. Better. So let's drop this and this, and I don't know. I think we take the rest of this with us. We don't need the uranium. Right now. I don't think that's something we need. But we're gonna do some base expansion while we're down there. So that's kind of one of the things I want to tackle on this trip down the into the canyon, is just try to see if we can't like expand that base a little bit, make it a little. I'm sorry, I keep calling it base, but it's one of my outposts, right? So expand the outpost, make it a little bit bigger, make it give us a little more space down there, because I do think this is going to be an area where we're going to have to do some exploring and kind of we're going to find beacon. Beacon, what's that do? Helps you find your way. Okay, need aluminum for that though. But I definitely found some aluminum on my last trip down the hill, guys. So we'll definitely, if we can, let's grab a couple pieces of aluminum on our way down, like that. And then what that will allow us to do, right, is just kind of like fill in the gaps. Like we'll be able to like have waypoints along the way to allow us to kind of figure out where we are and where we're going here. Kind of jump down some ledges here, try to skip some steps here. there's a crash over there, guys. I haven't quite made it over that direction quite yet, but I am intending to head that way. But I wanted to, like, you see that thing off in the distance? That thing, it looks like a arch, kind of. I'm kind of curious what that is. So I've been, one of my goals here is to continue to move in that direction, continue to expand our reach in that direction. But I also intend to do this as well. And what I mean by this is we're gonna take this veggie tube, deconstruct it. We need, what do we need? Just need one piece of ice, right? So let's go outside, pop outside, find us a piece of ice. That'll do right there. Come on, pick it up. 2, we need more ice anyway, so might as well just grab a bunch of ice because I think we will be able to get all the pieces we need other than ice. And the extra pieces of ice we'll need to do these tier 2. I want to upgrade our veggie tubes. That's what I'm trying to drive at here, guys. I want to upgrade these veggie tubes because what that's going to do for us is it's going to give us some. It's going to give us more return on our investment here. I think it gives us return on investment. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, like that. Where's that? Yeah, okay. So remember I said, like, I don't know if that was when I was talking earlier when I lost my recording or not, but I was talking about it earlier, like the first seed, we came down with a seed in our pod with us in our container that we crashed with, and it had something called a Lirma seed, and it was just a basic starter seed, and it gave us no oxygen multipliers, right? But you can see here this Tusca seed gives us 400% multiplier. I have this Pastera seed in my inventory right now. It's 200%, but the real winner here so far that we found is this golden seed. It's a 600% multiplier. That's a heck of a deal, guys. And even though it draws a little bit more power, I think it's worth the juice is worth the squeeze here, guys, because we're gonna make some real progress on this with our oxygen by doing making these upgrades. You know, investing the time to make the upgrade right now, so we get the most out of these seeds we found in terms of oxygen production. And that's what we're gonna do. And then once we have this done, we have the third one here built. Might have to put it over here, like that. Yep. Okay. Sweet. So we got that done. I'd like to. I wish I could. Cobalt and silicone. So I have the cobalt. Definitely don't have the silicone though. Oh, food's still a problem for us. Food. Too bad we can't. We're not even anywhere close to probably being able to grow our own yet, but we have seeds. That's good, right? What was I getting? Silicone. I think I was getting a bit of silicone. Because what I want to do, since I'm gonna have what I'm hoping will be a significant outpost here, right? Is we'll have this outpost here, and we'll I want to be able to keep track of what we're doing. So the goal here is just have a screen here, so when I pop in I can check the numbers. 20% pressure, still under 1%, under 1% of production quality. Not feeling that yet, so it's rough. That's definitely rough, guys. Do I have any ice? I do. I'm gonna make a water before I leave, because I don't wanna get out there and then like be like, oh, I need water. I should have made a water before I left. Yeah, no. We're just gonna kind of run with it and hope that we I Actually, we're gonna save, and then we're gonna run with it, and we're gonna hope that we can tier 2 solar panels. Let's check that out real quick. Iron, magnesium, silicon, cobalt, and aluminum. Aluminium. What do we have in our inventory? Iron, we have titanium. We have no iron, no silicone. Yeah, how many cobalts did you need? 2? There's enough resources around that I don't feel the need quite yet to just like disassemble stuff to be able to build better stuff. But eventually at some point, like once we get into a point where maybe we have fewer resources just lying around, we might get to a point where we say, yeah, let's deconstruct some of the older equipment to allow us to build more up-to-date stuff that gets us better return on our investment. Right? So better energy production as a result of our Ooh, you big boy. Big boy. Okay. That'll do real well for our power. We should be set for a little bit. What's that give us on power return? 19.5? That definitely shot it up a little bit. So here's the question. Do I move that direction and try to see if I can figure out what's the deal with this ship over here? There's a ship down here, guys, that we saw that crashed previously. Don't know how long ago, but maybe we can find some clues. Don't think it's anything related to us, but it's there. There it is. We can check it out. Yeah. Maybe we can even deconstruct some equipment over here and figure out and get some materials that we might need in the future. You don't know. Food grower. Hello. Aluminum. Need aluminum for that. That's huge, guys. That's huge. Getting that food grower, that's huge, because look at this. Oh, we got the food grower stuff right there. That's perfect. Huh. Oh, what's this? A microchip. Use this in the blueprint screen to unlock a new blueprint. Thank you. I will take that from you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see. We got a message here. Let's read. Private scavenger assignment. Reconnaissance. An abnormal number of ships from various companies have disappeared in the Izidal system. Izidal Prime sector. Go there, find out what you can. Primary objective, investigate the sector, discover why some ships seem to vanish. Secondaries, find and report presence of any hostile life, identifying any crashed ships and report them to their respective corporations. And lastly, record the whereabouts of all merchandise found. This was year 3047, apparently. So what was the date on our the message in our cabin when we crashed? We read I think it was 3058, so that was about a decade ago, just about 11 years ago. This guy here crashed a ship here on this planet. But sounds like he's not the only one. And we did see that big ship that crashed that crashed near where we came down in our drop pod. Maybe we're not supposed to be on this planet. Maybe we're here unintentionally. Maybe we accidentally ended up here instead of on a different planet where we're supposed to be. I don't know. Suspicious though, isn't it? Do we build? I don't know, because I kind of like I don't want to walk all the way back just to have to unlock blueprints. So I think what I'm gonna do, nope. Let's find the way it was, Grant. Let's find the way it was. So let's build a blueprint screen. No, Okay, hang on. We're messing it all up, guys. We're messing it all up. Alright, let's build a blueprint screen. Code. So what does that get us? Tier 1 agility boots. What did those do for us? Increased movement speed. Movement speed increased by 15%. But to do that, we need to build that oxygen tank. We need 2 aluminum, fabric, and 2 fabric. And unfortunately, we do not have the fabric, guys. We do not have the fabric. But one thing we do have, right? One thing we do have, and we do need to get started on here because it's probably going to take some time to grow, is these grow pods, right? Because our initial existing food source is not going to last forever, so we definitely need to start making food first, producing our own food. So I do want to make some more water, get some more aluminum out here. I may have to postpone like building stuff like this in favor of, you know, optimizing the opportunity to like survive, because we do need to produce our food to continue to survive, guys. The other thing we can do, we have 2 iridium. We just need some aluminum. We just need a piece of aluminum. What do we need? Aluminum, iron, and silicone. We have the iron in here. Not a problem. Right there. Boom, 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 done. Probably grab the silicone up off the ground right like that. Yep. And then we just need some aluminum, and we can build another tier 2 heater. And we probably, at the same time, we probably do need to thinking about that, just because we are going to be drawing a lot of power now. I don't know where we sit on power. I do want to keep an eye on it, so maybe we're gonna have to build a power screen down here to hopefully help us keep an eye on our power consumption. Aluminum there. I think that's some right there. No, that's magnesium. Never mind. But we did find 2 pieces of aluminum. I only need 1. I need 2 technically for the agility boots, which would be nice to have. 15% boost in my movement speed would be very nice indeed. Okay, well, you can kind of see that thing off in the distance out of the corner of your eye. When you look at it, it's kind of hazier, but look at that off in the distance. It looks man-made. Looks man-made. Wonder what that's about. Alright, so let's build. Alright, so let's build one of them. How's our power supply? 5.6. 5.6, guys. Let's grab some iron, cobalt, and we'll build ourselves another tier 2 solar panel. And yeah, hopefully get our power consumption back to, I like to stay a little bit ahead at least. 25 available kilowatts to work with. So there's that. Let's just drink some water now. We'll have a spare with us. I think what we do now is we head this direction here, and see what we can find. Tier 2 exoskeleton. And all this tier 2 stuff that we can't necessarily build right now, but we want to be able to build here soon, because this is going to be useful to us. It's going to help us get around faster. It's going to be, but again, like I said, like there's a bit of a caveat there, especially that those agility boots, because we need fabric, and I don't know where to get fabric right now, guys. It's not like you're just gonna be able to tear up our spacesuit to get the fabric we need. Woof. Cave over here. It got red. It got red, guys. Oh, look at this. Is that iridium? Looks like iridium. We found a source of iridium, boys, which means we can build a lot of heaters, potentially. Not guaranteeing anything, but we can potentially build some heaters now. We got about 4 pieces of iridium. It takes 2 to build a heater. How much does it take to build the tier 1s? Just 1. Okay. That's good, I think. I think that's good. Because let's go dump this off and then we can kind of figure out our next move, because it looks like that there area right there is going to be where we're going to be able to get at least some iridium, if not a lot. And eventually, I don't know if you can mine it there or whatever, but maybe in the future we'll be able, that's something we'll be able to do. We'll just have to keep that in mind and remember where that is, or somehow mark it. Maybe we can drop a beacon or something like that over there, so if we can build one, keep track of that, where that is, so we can remember to go back there and get some iridium when we're ready to produce a lot more of those. How are these coming? 51 and 49. How are we doing here? Still struggling on the pressure though, and that's something to be concerned with, although these initial first few tier 2 drill, we haven't looked at that. We have not looked at that. We can throw up a drill real quick. Why don't we do that, I guess, maybe? I know we're doing a lot of stuff here, and I said this is not going to be our main base area, and that's still true. That's still the case, guys. I don't want to move my main base down here at all. Like, I still view this very much as an outpost. It's going to be very small, very crowded for a little while, and then we're going to, and a lot of our main, like, but we will kind of, like, build opportunities where opportunities present themselves. So, for the moment, as of right now, we are going to just enjoy the, like, take advantage of stuff. We're going to build some stuff down here, and we may relocate some things later on. When we see the need. Iron and 2 titanium to build more of those. We do need to build more of those. It's good that we were able to build the heater so early. Get those first couple of heaters built, and then immediately we got access to a better heater, right? And hopefully that means we'll be able to what do we got here? Something back there. Kind of get in there. At 100 NK. Don't know what NK is, but I'm getting real hungry here. Kind of wonder if we're gonna be able to get the food produced soon enough. Starting to become a real concern here. There's some iron. What's this? Chest? Iron. Those lerma seeds again. So, oh, I don't know. Low food, huh? Like we didn't know that already, but still. But we're on our way. We're on our way to a blue sky, I think. Maybe. Sort of. Kind of. So we're at 4 MP on the pressure. 11 and 20. How's that make us look here in terms of like progress? All we really need is probably just build another one of these simple dimple. I don't see the need to build these more complex pods when we're not on for something that's not going to give us a multiplier. Like if it were going to boost our production, I could see it to build the better version, but I don't know that I see the value other than that. Yeah, it gives you better starting output. Maybe, I guess, even at a base product, it's the goal is to produce that better output, but again, I don't know if it's worth the squeeze. The juice there is worth the squeeze, guys. Well, let's do it anyway. We'll see what happens. We'll you know, worst case scenario, we build this now, and what we do later is we find a better seed to put in there. Maybe another golden seed if we come across another one in the chest. Maybe I don't think that's the one we're gonna find. Or some of these more high quality seed, oxygen multiplier seeds, and we'll replace that with and just put it in storage if we have to, if we don't have a place for it. Really need you guys to grow a little bit faster. We're really starting to get hungry here. Do I make the trek back to my home base? What I have on me right now. Do I have any water on me? I do. So let's think about this here real quick. We can try to make the trip back up the hill to the base and see, but we have food there. We do have food there. By the time we come back, we probably have grown our food, right? We do need to probably start growing food up there at home base. So is it worth the trip right now to back across the ice fields? I'm just gonna call this area the ice fields and the canyon. This is gonna be the canyon right here, for obvious reasons. The area above this, where I set base on the edge of, I'm just gonna call it the ice fields. So everything's gonna get a name, just a name, simple. Why? Because I can. Because that's what I do. Aluminum. Did I get the other one? I did, okay. Good. Good enough. Come on. Where do I go up? I need to get up. Let's go. Tier 3 Vegetube. Alrighty, well, these things are coming fast and furious at our face. There's our output, one of our outposts, our other outpost right there. Make it there, recharge our oxygen. We'll have plenty of oxygen to get back to our main base. I don't know why when I came up last time, I got my I couldn't find this. I didn't see it right away like I did this time. I must have come up somewhere a little bit further off in a different direction because I just overlooked it, I guess. I don't know what happened there. Humna. Yeah, so let's pop some water, I guess, maybe. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's wonderful. That's huge, guys. That's huge. When we get back, we're gonna have to build some extra storage. We're gonna potentially have to rebuild our storage situation, reevaluate our storage situation, because we just we got bigger lockers now, guys. Large size. the large size storage lockers, my friends. The large size. Food's getting real low though, making me nervous. I can kind of see off in the distance our solar panels. I can see our basin coming into view here now. That's good. That's good news. That's good news. Oh, I do want to check something real quick, and even if it's not the smartest idea in the world, I do want to see something. Can we come down this way potentially? And you know, if we come down here, can we just cut straight through this canyon and find a slope to climb up the side of these hills? Food level critical. We're starving already, guys. We're starving to death. It's not good. It's not good. But we're back, so it's not a big deal. Got an open pod there. Definitely do something with that. Food. Give me food. Give me all the food. We just ate all the food we had, so that's not. Now we definitely need to lean in on these. Okay, so what do we have in our inventory right now? Alright, so let's do this. Let's do this. No, it's not. Hey, let's not panic about the food situation right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. What did I put? Okay, perfect. So what do I need for the food growers? Aluminum, iron. We have the iron. We need ice for water. That's what we needed. And I think we need 3 or 4 waters to do this properly. We have 3 or 4 seed packets, so we should build the maximum amount of growers so we can get the maximum amount of value out of these. We have 5 seed packets. Never mind, I lied. The only bad part, downside here, is I think they all require aluminum. Oh, we have more aluminum. Sweet. Do we have more iron? Do we have more iron? We do not. So we're gonna start with 2. We're just gonna pop 2 out here. You know what? Lying liar. We're not gonna pop 2 out right that second, because what we're gonna do is instead we're gonna build ourselves some goofy ass mushrooms, it looks like, and is that what that is? Mushroom seeds, huh? Go figure. Need some more iron, but for now we need to build ourselves. We need iron, magnesium, silicon, cobalt. Cobalt. We need magnesium right there. And we need just silicon. We just need silicon. That's all we have left on the shopping list. Some iron. Or no, that's silicon. Perfect. That's the iron we need for that other grower. Grab some extra magnesium just in case. No guarantees that this one solar panel actually gets us back up and running. Alright. Silicon and cobalt. That's a piece of silicon right there. And cobalt. It's 2 o'clock. Oof. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get that. No, I want it straightened out. Get straightened out. Goofer thing. Okay. So that should give us a little bit of some wiggle room on the power situation. Got that back up and running. Got our seeds growing here. What was the energy? Whoa, 15. That's huge. 15 and aluminum and we got the water. We got the aluminum. I think we're missing is kind of the iron here. But again, do we have fabric? Do we have fabric? We have one piece of fabric. Like, and I'm struggling to figure out, make decisions on what directions to go in here. We need to keep doing all this stuff here, but we probably need to keep, like, we have iridium. We have some iridium up here now, so I don't really want to make that trip back down there yet. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is, A, it's a long way in terms of, you know, our ability to move around for the moment, right? We're fairly limited. We're fairly limited on how far we can range away from our base. One of the other things we need to do is we really need to put the effort in to get an oxygen, that tier 3 oxygen can built, so we can have more oxygen to play with in terms of our out of base time before we have to go back and refill. That's going to be important. So maybe that's what we need to work on right this instant, is just check that out, see what that's going to take. We just need a piece of iron. I'm kind of of the opinion right now, guys. This is what we need. More so than anything else, this is going to be a game changer for us, because we are going to, you know, 280, that gives us an extra 80 to work with. Huge. Huge, guys. Right? Huge. It's big. Big, big, big. Got some extra waters right here. We're okay on the food for quite a while yet. And we'll just keep an eye on our waters. That's, again, something we're just gonna have to live with. We have food, we have magnesium, we got some more seeds, and we got another seed that gives us a multiplier. We can deconstruct this chest for the iron as a bonus. I do see another chest over there, though. I'm kind of wondering about the pros cons of this. Like, you know, grabbing all these chests early on, do you lose out on the opportunity to get better stuff out of them later? Potentially. But I'm also like, we're kind of in the stitch right now. We need, oh, fabric, ooh, that's huge, that's huge. Huge, guys, huge find right here. Fabric. And some, you might be like, so what's the big deal? But, we have a, whatchamacallit. We're gonna have to make a trip. Empty out. I don't want to drop too many of these resources, because because we are in needs, right? We are in need of them at the moment. We need all this stuff. But the reason the fabric's important is because we have we unlocked some agility boots when we found a blueprint ship earlier, but we were short on fabric. Now we might just be short on you know, the whatchamacallit, we might be short on aluminum potentially, but here again, like, at least we have the fabric for when we have the aluminum again, because we have been finding aluminum in the area. If we can just build this thing, if we can build both of these, honestly, the exoskeleton would be very nice to have too. So that's definitely a consideration here. But we want to build these agility boots because they give us better movement speed, right? So if we can just kind of wander around, maybe get blunder into some aluminum deposits here and there, that would be Excellent, you know? Excellent. Probably should have unloaded. We definitely should have unloaded. Alright, we're gonna go back up here real quick. We're just gonna make the quick trip back up here, drop off a bunch of stuff, these extra resources, and then we're gonna make aluminum our priority. Because we do have a few things here that we need aluminum for. And so I do think it's worth the time and the effort to make it a priority to go get that particular item right there. You know what I'm saying? The aluminum. Drop the space food in there. These seeds, we'll take these, put them over here. With that, I might, you know what? I have this this extra seed pod. What's this one giving us? 250? Okay. One's giving us 150. So what's that put us at? 22.05 parts per quadrillion. Still low on the pressure. But ironically, it's kind of keeping up. It's actually ahead of everything else right now. Then we're making this big jump here. We got this T1 nuclear reactor already. Whoa. We're already that far. We're in nuclear power. We're almost to nuclear power. And, you know, we've been here an hour. We've been at it for a few hours now. I don't know how long it's been on this freaky planet. That's really cool though. Just like the visuals and like the quality of the work they did to make the terrain and the planet, and just like, you gotta appreciate quality work, man. You really do. You just gotta, sometimes you gotta sit down and say, wow, that's impressive. It's impressive what they did with this game. I'm already super impressed by the visual quality. Like, I am engaged with the world I'm in. I am drawn into it, and I'm having fun. And I hope everybody else is. I don't know. Maybe I'm boring to people, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. I mean, I've nearly died like half a dozen times already, so how boring can I be? Hello, what's this? Humna. What are you? Magnetar quartz. Okay. Oh, I see a chest over there. We are low on water though. Grab a couple of these. Let's see what's in here. Aluminum. Grab the chest. Grab a few more of these magnetar quartz. I don't know if they're worth anything right now. I doubt it, but this seems like something I should find later. But we'll come back here. We'll come back here in the future, and we'll check into this more. But for right now, let's get some water. Let's head back to base, because I think we're going to run out of oxygen if we don't. Because we gotta walk all the way over. Oh wait, what's this? We missed a chest. Alright, we'll figure that one out in a minute. We need to get back to base, and that requires me to take a long walk around here. Because we are starting to run low. That 280 really got us quite a distance, but I cannot forget that 280 is not an infinity symbol, unfortunately. I do not have the infinite ability to just have oxygen yet. I don't think. I hope at some point I do. Like, at some point I hope I have... There's a stage here where breathable atmosphere has to be a thing, right? So, yeah, breathable atmosphere is definitely going to be nice, because then I don't have to worry about dying of asphyxiation. So, we have 2 aluminum. So what's the priority here? Alright, hang on. Before we do anything, we don't even have all the spaces filled, so maybe we build the foods, I guess? Like, I think the exoskeleton just gives you increased equipment capacity. But here's the thing, right? We don't need to increase our equipment capacity right now, just yet. Not just yet. Maybe in the near future we will, but I don't. It's not a concern right now, so we're rolling. We're rolling with it. We are gonna get rid of all this stuff. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and now it takes 2 to build the tier 2 heaters. So we can build 2, 4, 6. We can build 4 of them right now. We can build 4. That's not bad. We're not gonna do that obviously because you know we have no aluminum. The other thing is that we have these drills down here, right? We built some of the more nice drills, I guess you could say, earlier. What we could do, right? Because we do have titanium around here, but we don't have a lot of iron left in the area. So what we could do, so we could come over here, grab a couple pieces, extra pieces of titanium, right? And replace these in starter drills, right? These tier 1 drills with these tier 2s. And I understand we have the tier 3 drill, but again, here we need to get to a source of aluminum here soon. We need to find a consistent source. I think we got really lucky finding the few pieces that we did over there, but I don't think that's a permanent solution for our current issue. As a result, I do think, like, for the time being, we're gonna have to, like, kind of look at it as, like, that's fortune, but we can't rely on fortune. I want to wander back over here towards the area where we started. Down here, you can kind of see my drop pod over there in the distance, right there. That's where I landed, guys. Haha. I do want to build a small outpost over here in the corner of this wretched land, just to oh, I got some more aluminum, guys. I left some aluminum over here, I guess. I don't know. Silly of me. But yeah, so like I'm kind of wander back over here, try to maybe find some stuff we missed a little bit earlier. Maybe, hopefully, I left some stuff in this pod over here that will allow us to extend our journeys. Maybe do something. I don't know. I'm interested in what this is up here, right? I assume everybody is. If you're like me and you really have never played this game before, you know, you're probably as interested. Hey Grant, hey Sensei, what's in the what's in this ship? I have no freaking clue, man. I don't know what's in this ship better than anybody else does. Oh wait, what's that? Blueprint chip. Oh, looks like there's lots of food seed packets in here. That blueprint chip might be huge though. That might be important here very soon. Because just based on what we saw earlier, those blueprint chips can really propel us forward, you know what I mean? Can really make something out of that. I'm trying to make a decision about what I want to keep and what I don't mind potentially not getting back later. But maybe I just do it this way and just call it good. Was there an air oxygen pod in there? No, okay. I'm not gonna touch the other one because I don't know. Rocket? What's that? That's that golden seed. Yes, 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 yes. We need that. Is it worth spending the oxygen capsule? I think it is. I think it is. It might bite me in the butt later, but maybe. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Come on, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Let's go, Pinocchio. Let's go. Alright, so I want to check something out here. Alright, so we got some great fortune out of check. Just kind of a brief, like, expedition, inspection of that ship there. We found some aluminum, which is what we really need right now to be able to kind of build a few things that we need. We can build the exoskeleton. That's definitely on the table first and foremost. But we also needed to build more heaters. We need to build more of these second and third tier sorry guys, I'm tripping over my own words here. We're second and third tier like power stations, power whatever's, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna need these things to build these second and third tier items, and we're definitely looking to. Oops, I don't know why I did that like that. Anyway, we have that tier 3 veggie tube thing as well, so we have that out here. We could build one of those, but again, as I said earlier, that requires we need titanium, silicone, and magnesium. Okay, so let's just grab that out real quick. Magnesium, silicone, titanium, silicone. Do we have more magnesium? Throw that in there. I want to throw these seed pods in there. You know what? Let's do this. Well, actually, since we did that, yeah, so it's gonna give us some extra space there. 11.45 kilowatts. We're 50%. We're over 50% of the way to blue sky already, guys. That's huge. It's huge. What do we need to do? We need to. Oh, we got these blueprint thingies. T1 mining speed. Okay, what does that do? And already we have the upgraded agility boost, guys. Super alloy and two super alloy and 2 fabric. Do we even have 2 super alloy? I don't think we do. We definitely have the 2 fabrics, though. That's good news. That's good news. I don't even know how to make tier 2. I don't even know how to make super alloy. Do we? We don't have that ability. Do we? Let's see here. What? A super alloy rod? Okay, that's even more advanced. I don't see where we can actually make super alloy. It must be something we have to find, maybe? What's this? An ore extractor. What do we need to do to get to that? A lot. We need a lot of power. We need a lot of pressure to get to that. We need to make that a priority, probably. Probably should make that a priority. Let's build one of these tier 3s. Doobly-doos. One of these tier 3 drills. What do we need for that? 2 iron, 2 titanium, and 2 aluminum. How much aluminum we got on us? We have exactly 2. We need 2 iron and 2 titanium. So we're gonna go throw this down over there by the other ones, the tier 2 ones. We're gonna build this tier 3. What's this gonna cost us in power? I mean, I'm almost positive this thing's gonna shut down my power grid, but oh, maybe not. we need to boost our pressure production. 20 per second is a massive improvement over what we were doing before. Now we're about even with the oxygen, honestly. So that's starting to really fly. So eventually what that means is we're gonna hit sooner rather than later, hopefully we'll hit we'll reach a point where we get to more. Might just build a couple more of these tier 2 ones since we're still struggling to find aluminum. What I'm trying to say is we're gonna get to the tier 1 nuclear nuclear whatever thingy, nuclear plant or whatever it's called, and then beyond that, right? Low power. Should have seen that coming. My bad. Cobalt, iron, silicone. Good boy. Better grab some extra cobalt, just you know, because we have iron over there, don't we? Don't know about the silicone, but we definitely, I think I still have some iron in there. Build a few, 4 or 5 of these small ones. 1, 2. I don't have the aluminum. We can probably build 2 for right now, but that's about the extent of what we're capable of. Unless we want to replace all of our yeah. Keep throwing these things down. That's cockeyed to me. I don't like that. Do not like that at all. It gives us the iron. And again, like, let's keep in mind, this is 1.2, this is 6.5. I mean, like, yeah, I'm losing a little bit by doing it this way, but like, I don't want to have to wander really far to get iron just to be able to do this, or silicone for that matter, but I'm still having to do that. Still having to wander around to find silicone, but you know, at least I don't have to wander around and find iron by itself either. Oh, there's some iron. Maybe I can just rebuild that thing anyway. Woohoo. Woohoo. Actually, some silicone right there. Let's see it. Yep, okay. So now we can maybe build 2 more. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But we do that, we get a couple of these thrown down. Why are they always facing that direction? Need out of cobalt. We were short on cobalt that time. Oh boy. Like 5 of these probably can't equal, you know, 6, 12, 18. Well, 6.5, 13. You know, that's 26. 4 of these equals, you know, is 3 of these is almost equal to 1 of the tier 2s. That's the thing, right? 3 of these is almost equal to 1 tier 2. No, that's 12. That's 6.5 plus 6.5, 13. Obviously, but see, that's 19.5. Yeah, 3 of these is equal to 1 tier 2. So if you build 3 for every 1. So we just built 3 or 4. And if we had the aluminum, we could have saved ourselves a lot of wandering around and trying to throw these together and wasted extra resources by just building one more of those, 1 or 2 more of these, and we would have had the same amount of power or more. Right? So, again, it is what it is. What do I want to tackle next? I don't care about this screen thingy. That doesn't matter at all right now. We got this indoor ladder we could build up, we could expand the base, but I don't necessarily know that that's what I want to do right now, at this moment. All these over here, we'll probably move them over there by the others later. Get some water in us, man. We'll just do a resource run real quick. Real quick resource run. We're probably gonna finish up here in a minute, guys. For the moment, but we got a really good start here. We already got some power. We got some heat. We got oxygen. We got the pressure working on pressure. We're doing all that stuff. But here again, like, we still got a long way to go. It's a long road, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's still a long road. We have quite a bit left to do yet, and as a result, we still quite a bit to see and do. I really do want to try. I was trying to make it to blue sky is my goal. Maybe I just keep going till I hit blue sky, guys. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going. We'll just keep going. We'll hit this. We'll make this first stage. We're gonna get our blue sky, and then we'll call it. You know, we're only 30% of the way there, and we're flying towards it. And we're gonna accelerate that process right now. Let me see here. What can I do to do that? Gosh, I wish I could disassemble the growers. Part of me that kind of would be like, I want to disassemble the growers, man. Keep growing. God knows I need the nourishment. Honestly, there's part of me that kind of screaming at myself, you know, hey, you know what we really need right now? Aluminum. It's the thing right now, guys. Like, I think we can all acknowledge the fact that till we can get a better source of aluminum here for ourselves, right? Like, we are kind of at a standstill. Because we need aluminum for a little bit of everything. And that probably means we gotta take a trip somewhere and find some aluminum somewhere, somehow, some ways. Wow, look at that. Look at that planet off in the distance. Like, I mean, like, can I just point out that that's huge? Like, that, like, you look up in the sky and the moon looks relatively small, right? In the night sky, but like, you look at the planets, the size of the planet, it tells you how actually close these planets actually have to be. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Like, those two are still relatively small comparatively, and they may be a size thing, but like, at the same time, like, I don't think it entirely is. But you also have to recognize that's close. The kind of close that you would get, like, if I were an astronomer and I were to say, like, that's the kind of close you get when two planets that would collide at some point in the far distant future, because their gravity would draw them together. and potentially either destroy both plants or potentially, you know, cause them to merge in a violent collision of like celestial bodies. I'll wander over this way though, for the time being. Enough of my speculation of astrophysics. See if we can't find a source of aluminum for ourselves. Just need to find some way to get more aluminum. That is important for ourselves right now. Oh, come on, what am I doing? Okay, not what I expected, but okay. Need some iron, right there. See, blue iron, that bluish color in the iron vein, that's not just me, like, you see it too. But like over there in the ice area, when it was kind of darkish, when it was darker out, you could kind of see red in the iron veins, and I don't know if that's because of where we are in the planet, different areas that we're in. We're entering and leaving different areas, and so the iron has a different quality to it, or if it's like, or if that was like intentional, like they did that on purpose because they know, like, depending on where you mine like iron from, it might have a different quality to it. It might have include other elements, other, you know, imperfections to the metal, to the raw ore. I don't know if they thought that far ahead, but if they did, kudos, because that's the kind of attention to detail that just makes a beautiful game. You could also, like, you could be sitting behind your stream being like, no, they definitely did not. They even said so themselves, and I wouldn't know the difference because I'm not the type of person that's gonna go check my facts and be like, yeah. Nah, that ain't me. I ain't gonna do that to people. Like, I want to believe that these guys did this with intention. You know what I'm saying? I want to believe these guys made just a really high quality game and did an excellent job on just creating something that's absolutely spectacular to play and fun to do. And has a lot of, in my opinion, already having very limited gameplay time in game already. I'm already convinced this is very, very replayable. You know what I'm saying? We're almost there, guys. 1.75 is coming up real quickly. We're at 1.44, almost 1.5. And it's just hop, skip, and a jump to 1.75 in our blue sky. But we did stumble across some aluminum. Like I said, we do need as much aluminum right now, it seems like, as possible. So we're just going to wander around in this little area here, see if we can grab a little aluminum. Hopefully that helps us do a couple more projects, and then we'll be able to continue to skip along like that, and kind of until we can find a more consistent source of aluminum for ourselves to be able to do some of these things we need to do, like building heaters and whatnot. Oh, the irony of this. Drop that titanium, because I can't reasonably convince myself that I'm not going to need that aluminum in a few minutes. What I can convince myself of, though, is that I am going to use some of this aluminum we found here to build some solar panels to expand on our power, our access to power, and tier 3 heater. Alright, what's that gonna cost me? An iridium rod, which we have, but it's all the way back, and again, here again, it's a lot of power. We need cobalt. We could build this right now, but we need the cobalt. We have some nearby cobalt. Cobalt. What's up here? Apparently nothing. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh well. Can't win them all. You know, you think I'd... Wait, what's this? Super alloy? What? Just lying there. It's just lying there, guys. I'm like, what the crap? We're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna do a thing. Super alloy, fabric and fabric. We have another super alloy, fabric and fabric. We have the fabric back there. So we have that, so can we... We have another piece of titanium we could build. Another drill over here, potentially, right now. I mean, it's gonna be further away from where I'd like to keep, but we have 3 or 4 of these little outposts now, and we're already making good progress, and so I don't mind, you know, like we'll drop it over there by that other one. But we're gonna have to find some more aluminum before we leave this area, and then we're gonna have to hike back and get the we can build those tier 2 agility boots, which is fantastic. But let's grab some Alright, so eggplant does not fill you up very much. Good to know. But, you know what? Bakers can't be choosers, and if we build enough of those things and we have enough eggplant seed, we can still fill our bellies. Is that aluminum? Yep. A lot of iron here. Grab a couple extra pieces of iron, just, you know, in case we need it. Never know. There's some more aluminum. Don't want to get lost in these side network pieces thingies here, because this seems all too easy to get lost in here. I would definitely wander off and, you know, not be able to find my way back to this core area without dying at least once or twice, probably. So how much aluminum do I currently have on me? I have 4 aluminum. Let's see here. So I want to tackle this. I want to... So I have the super alloy, I have the aluminum. Plenty iron here. You know? Yeah, let's head back to our main base over that direction somewhere. Probably should build a beacon or something at some point here, just so we know where our freaking base is at, man. So we have a directional finder, something that says, hey, we're over here, moron. He says, insulting his own self. But let's be honest. I don't know how many of you are like this, but I'm the guy who, if you give me like if you give me directions based on streets, where streets are, like you tell me street names and stuff, I'll look at you like you're psycho. Not because you are psycho, but because I just don't memorize how I get to places based on where I know, like I already know the location of, or if I don't, like I'll look it up and be like, okay, I'd go here, turn here, then turn here. From there I go down this road for X amount of time. Like, and I know Google Maps and like the map app on the phone is a thing and all that crap, but like I've been alive long enough to remember a time when that wasn't a thing and Garmin was a thing. I'm not much older than that, to be fair. Like, I do remember a time before we had like GPS, in-car GPSs that you could buy and put in your car. Like, I am old enough for that, but not old enough to like, I'm not older than that per se. And as a result, right, like, just saying here, I Peachtree Road or whatever, for example, and then you make a left at Peachtree onto Old Sky Lane, you get and you'll be there in like 3 minutes after you make that last turn there, and they'll be like, oh, "You're a psycho. That made no sense to me whatsoever." Good luck with that. Yeah, no, that's not how I navigate. I navigate very much by I learn and do and like again. So yeah, so. Maybe? Where can we show this bad boy? No! Oh, we'll crash our power grid, guys. Not good. Alright, how do we get this bad boy back up and running? Alright, let's throw one of them down. They, cockeyed again. Gosh darn it. I know I shouldn't care, but I do. Perfect. Alright, where are we at on power? All that being said, 15.75 on the extra side, so we can make beds now. We did hit blue sky, so now I guess the new objective is clouds, and in a second we will go out and enjoy the fact that we have a blue sky again, guys. We're gonna go appreciate ourselves and appreciate the work we did. But before we do that, let's dump some of this off. Get our water back in our hand here. Yep. And there it is, guys. Blue sky. What do you think? Not bad for probably what probably amounts to, like, in reality, months and months, if not years of work to create atmosphere in a blue sky. Because blue sky is the effect of, you know, light bouncing off the atmosphere, and the shortest wavelength, I think it is the shortest wavelength, is what you perceive through your eye, through the filter of your eye. So you perceive the sky as blue because our atmosphere and the elements that make up our atmosphere make it seem that way. Yeah, anyway. Something about wavelength of light. You get the same effect when you look at police the lights on a police car or on a fire engine. Red shift and blue shift when blue shift when it comes closer, red shift when it gets further away, or something like that. If I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that. Don't quote me. Obviously, I'm not an expert. But there you go. Science. I'm actually kind of impressed. It's fairly good work, I guess. I mean, this is kind of what that first stage, building an atmosphere, being able to create, you know, clouds, and then eventually, I assume after clouds, we'll probably get some liquid water or rain or something like that. I don't know. Maybe rain will be the next stage, and then eventually liquid water, and then eventually maybe lakes. I don't know. I don't know what the process is here, guys. I don't know what the steps are. If I'm at all accurate, let me know. But there we are, and there it is. We're at almost 200 KTI on our terraformation index, 94.28 parts per trillion, 45 NK for heat, 54 weird symbol PA for pressure. I'm just gonna say that in units of pressure, just saying. I don't know what that unit is per se. Let me know if you do. Some other things we have to look forward to. Ooh, jetpack. We can make rockets, rocket engines, so we can make a jetpack. I think if that's a mobility aid, we're definitely gonna have to make that a priority, guys, because if we can get around a little bit faster, save us a lot of time traversing. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing a lot of running around. So anyway, we're gonna call it here for right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.